If you're searching for a classic coffee cake that is the bomb diggity, this is the one, you guys. This texture is so perfect. It's dense, it's moist, it's fluffy, it's everything. And that crumb topping, yeah, let's make it. Okay, so we're going to start by adding our flour into a large bowl. We're going to throw in some baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Give this a good old whisk. Make sure you get everything mixed in, combined really well. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to put this aside and we're going to go to our wet ingredients. So I'm going to add some butter flavor shortening. Butter flavor shortening. I know y'all, but it gives a good texture, okay? There's some oil going in and some sugar. All right, we're gonna mix this all around. You want the shortening and oil and sugar to be well combined and looking kind of, creamy like this right here. Yep, that's what we want. That's perfectly creamed. Wonderful. Okay, so now I'm gonna add in 2 eggs and I'm gonna add in a little egg yolk, give some, a little darker color there. We're gonna mix this up really well. Doesn't take long at all. Just get, make sure the eggs are really mixed up. Okay, so then I'm gonna add in some vanilla extract. You can add in a little bit of almond if you want to, just a little bit though. Don't do too much. Okay, so mix that in, and now we're gonna add our dry ingredients into our wet ingredients. Mix it on up, and then we're gonna throw in a little bit of buttermilk. You don't have to alternate it like this. You can just dump in the flour and the buttermilk and then just stir it up. But I decided to alternate it a little bit, but just go ahead and get everything mixed in. The batter will be a little bit bumpy, lumpy. That is perfectly fine. You just want to make sure you got all that flour mixed in. You don't want to overstir it. Okay, so now we're going to place our batter into my greased and floured pan here. Make sure you get it all and don't leave nothing in that bowl. Shake it, get it nice and level, and now we're going to move on to the king daddy, okay? The cake is the bomb, but this topping right here, this crumb topping is everything. We're going to add some light brown sugar into a bowl. We're going to add a little bit of flour, okay, and some cinnamon, and we're going to mix this all up just like this. Get everything mixed up. Okay, so next we're going to add in something that I hardly ever cook with. Salted butter. Oh my gosh, yes. Salted butter gives this crumb topping like a kind of like a salted caramel taste. It is so good. And once I start using that salted butter for this, I never look back because it's so doggone good. Get that butter mix in there just like that till it's nice and crumbly. And then just go ahead and sprinkle it all over the top of your batter just like that. This looks like a lot of crumb topping, but it's not, because it's gonna be wonderful. You're gonna love it. Best coffee cake I've ever had, like for real. Okay, so once you get everything all, sprinkled over the top, we're gonna go ahead and just pop this bad boy in the oven, 325 for about 50 to 55 minutes. When it comes out, let it cool off until it is nice and warm. If you wanna put a vanilla glaze on top, you can. I'll put that recipe on my blog, but I just like it nice and plain and basic because it's so good. Okay, now let's get back to this texture, y'all. This texture, I love it. Okay, so it's not as dense as a pound cake. It's like a cross between a pound cake texture and a fluffy cake texture, and it is so moist and just buttery taste in it, and that crumb topping is just, y'all, please make it and let me know what you think because I'm loving it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my other videos. Later.